name's Chris Ray. We're here at E3 2013 in the Bethesda booth, and today I'm joined by...
I'm Andreas Öjefors, and I'm a senior gameplay designer at MachineGames. The game itself is set in the 1960s. It's set in an alternate history setting where the Nazis won World War II. And they've now taken over the world and created this global empire. And so BJ Blazkowicz, the hero of the previous games, wakes up from a 14-year-old coma, and he realizes that everything he knew, the war is over, democracy is dead, and he has to kind of face up to this and find a way to continue the fight in a war that's already lost. So we started out by looking at, what is a Wolfenstein game? And for us it is like the intense, super intense, immersive combat. It is the David versus Goliath theme, BJ against the Nazis, BJ against a global empire of Nazis now. We also think that the adventure aspect was there already in Wolfenstein 3D, so we built on that a lot. We have a lot of adventure aspects in our game. But Wolfenstein is also this general sense of weirdness that you get from exaggerating the most bizarre elements of the Nazi party, like the larger-than-life leaders, strange technology, strange experiments, all those things.
You definitely see some of that in the weapons that you get to see in the demo. So talking a little bit about those weapons, they look really diverse and dynamic. I mean, some of them are welders that you can cut through grades with. Some are explosive. Talk about some of the different weapons and which one's your favorite.
So the Laserkraftwerk is a very, very cool laser weapon that you'll find a bit later in the game. You'll find upgrades to it, and you can add those to the weapon, and it will change it. It will make it not only more powerful, but also more versatile, so that you can use it in many different situations. So yeah, you can use it as a laser sniper rifle, and later a laser impeding gun, pretty much. That's just a tactical choice you have. You can, still just run and rush him with guns blazing. You can flank him, but you can also use the cutting ability.
So is there anything you can tell us about Wolfenstein The New Order that maybe wasn't shown in there, a little maybe nugget that we can give to our fans who are excited for the game?
So the adventuring aspect is something that we find very important. We call it a first-person action adventure. So the action is this real intense and very difficult part of the game. But then you also have the adventuring aspect, which is very important to us as a studio. And that will take you around the world and allow you to explore all these different locations. But you'll also kind of explore what it means to be in this world, in the realities of this Nazi-dominated world. And you'll do this through, traveling around, meeting different characters, interacting and cooperating with them. We have puzzles. You'll search for secrets, like a nod to the original Wolfenstein 3D. So a lot of those things. So that's really important to us as well.
Can we expect to see a lot of monster closets, like maybe a nod to some of the previous games in the past?
So we believe in taking some of the best things of old school game design that were kind of left behind and shouldn't have been left behind, and we bring those back and we kind of marry it to the modern school of design. Monster closets, it's not part of what we bring back.
Fair enough, I had to ask. Well, thank you very much for your time. I think we got a really good insight into some of the cool things that we'll be able to do inside the game. And next up, we're going to talk tech just a little bit, so stay tuned. Okay, so we've talked gameplay, and now we get to talk tech. Today I'm joined by...
James Chalene. I'm the CDO of MachineGames.
Excellent. So, first off, Wolfenstein looks awesome. Can you talk a little bit about the tech that's in it, the engine, and some of the features that are going into that?
We're based on id Tech 5. So we took what it did with the tech for Rage, and then we addressed a lot of the issues that were commented on by the community and by players. And then we also have added a bunch of new stuff that's kind of expected from a next generation game. So you have brighter lighting, you have a lot of post effects, and we also do significantly larger virtual textures as opposed to what Rage did.
What's your favorite piece of tech or animation in the game?
So my favorite piece of tech is the fact that we can have a single character covered in 256K texture if we want to. We don't use that too often on individual characters because you have to get really, really close to see it, but we can if we want to. So the artists have full freedom to do whatever they want. They don't have to care about the resolutions of textures or repeating stuff, because the environments, they can change. Every single pixel can be unique, and for all the dynamic parts, the texture resolution it doesn't matter. The engine just handles it seamlessly.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like there's some really cool iterations to id Tech 5 going into the game. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.